entire universe, we know of life in only one place, Earth. Life on Earth, possessing millions of shapes, sizes, and colors, including humankind, life's crowning achievement. Men and women, minds and wills capable of amazing things, bestowed with qualities setting us apart from the world we share. But humankind has proven to be fragile, vulnerable to unfriendly challenges and acute suffering. For us, the race has always been to outrun our own fragility, to master our destiny and distance ourselves from tragic circumstances, and to improve the human condition. Using our ever-curious minds to find cures to diseases and solutions to our environment, man's search to solve the fundamental mysteries of life has brought us to the world's newest and boldest frontier, biotechnology. Biotechnology, our ultimate discovery about ourselves and the planet we occupy.
My life is wonderful, with the exception that I have two very ill people that I take care of every day. Hillary has cystic fibrosis, and David has Lou Gehrig's disease.
If the mission of man is to make suffering less, if the mission of man is to deal with hunger and starvation, and if the mission of man is to educate and to better the population, I would argue that the kinds of technologies that we're talking about here are going to be utterly key in the future for doing that.
My cancer had metastasized beyond the breast, and it was spread everywhere throughout my lymphatics, and I had tumors in my liver.
Somebody tells you you've only got, good chance you're only going to live for 18 months. So that feeling, I don't think until you're told that, do you really know what it's like.
I was worried for her. I was devastated. I couldn't believe it happened to her.
Generally, a biotechnology company is one that is using the tools of modern biology, be they molecular biology or chemistry or genomics or genetics, to understand biological phenomena at a new level of precision and create products around that understanding. So that can be applied in industrial applications, new enzymes that can take a previously useless feedstock like waste cellulose and turn it through enzymatic action into some valuable product.
We make renewable resource-based plastics today from corn as a feedstock in our plant in Blair, Nebraska. We're using bushels, not barrels. We're not relying on an increasingly scarce resource, oil, but providing an opportunity to use an annually renewable resource that is abundantly produced to make products that you use every day with consumers.
Ethanol is the most viable means that is available right now to move in and lessen our dependence on foreign oil. The potential to create ethanol from biomass, which would otherwise be discarded and not used in any way, is 15 to 20 billion gallons.
Advances in agricultural biotechnology are equally impressive. In 2005, the 1 billionth biotech acre was planted. Today, farmers are safely increasing their yield, reducing environmental impact on our soil and waterways, and offering healthful nourishment and healing to the world. In nations where vitamin A deficient diets have caused massive childhood blindness and even death, genetically enhanced rice, known as golden rice, may offer new life to millions.
Biotechnology has allowed us to rediscover the things in nature that provide natural protection for the crops that we grow and incorporate that back into our system of growing crops at a much lower environmental cost.
I'm terribly optimistic of the science. And if we do it all right, we will make a better world, a world that is cleaner in its environment, a world that uses less agriculture chemicals, and that we really can pull this all together through integration of genetics and engineering and agriculture and manufacturing and politics and policy, and it all is going to work.
It is the quality of our healthcare where the biotechnology revolution also stands to be profoundly experienced. Going beyond the mere treatment of symptoms, biotech medicines and vaccines are actually slowing the progression of such diseases as multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, cystic fibrosis, cancer, and many other serious ailments.
I called my husband. He was on duty as a deputy. And I said, "You gotta come home." I said, "You have to come home right now. This disease, cystic fibrosis, it's a fatal genetic disease." It was awful. We were holding our new baby, just looking at each other.
Understanding the pathology or the progression of human disease at a molecular level, we can interrupt it, change it, reverse it, or prevent it.
When he was told that he had MS, I was still at work, and I came in with probably 100 pages worth of downloaded information from the internet about MS, and that's when the real work began.
You're helpless. You can't do anything to change it. And so you kind of sit there and you're just wondering every day, you're just like, man, is he ever going to get better?
There are thoughts that went through my head in the early days that maybe the best thing in the world for all of them is if I were to just disappear and just go away.
In the past, biologists had to study disease one gene and one protein at a time, and what the Human Genome Project has made possible is a new approach called systems biology. For example, if we wanted to study a car, you wouldn't just study its carburetor, and you'd have to study all of the components and understand how they work. And so it is with biology. This is absolutely going to revolutionize how we practice medicine.
Well, the biotech industry tends to be very environmentally friendly. It tends to employ high-wage workers in diverse jobs. And as the companies are successful over time and they move into the manufacturing phase, we actually end up building fairly significant manufacturing facilities employing large numbers of people as well.
I know that it's not a cure, but it's slowing down the progress enough so that I can look forward to doing things. That medication, whomever it was that took the time out to sit down and do the research and come up with the product, I'm real grateful that they're able to do that because that makes a big difference.
I asked the doctor if I were his wife what he would do, and he said that the standard procedure for stage 4 breast cancer did not offer any hope, and that if I were his wife, he would go on the clinical trial and at least do something new and different. I mean, there's just so many good things going on in medicine and in biotechnology right now. And had I been diagnosed at stage 4 even a year or two before I was, I don't think I'd be here.
What I'm most happy for now is to have my mom in good health. I mean, there's nothing more important than being healthy and being happy, and I'd give anything to have my mom.
When we started to go to gym, it was hard to run because I was out of breath a lot, and the medications helped that a lot.
My little girl is precious to me.
His little girl's precious.
She's a huge help to me.
She's a huge help to him. She's going to be fine, and she's going to be a mother someday, and she is going to go to her prom, and, you know, I am going to be a grandmother. I just can't say enough that thankfully we have the treatments for illnesses like CF that we have, or I wouldn't be able to be this smiling person today.
Dreams begin with inspiration and flourish with determination and courage. Such are the dreams of today's biotechnology leaders. Their dream of improving the human condition offers hope to those who suffer, relief to those who are ill, and fullness of life to those we love. Within our reach is a future unimaginable a generation ago. Think of a world where starvation is replaced with healthful diets, where manufacturing products and energy are made with natural, renewable resources, where our environment is preserved for tomorrow's generations. Biotechnology, furthered by faithfully exploring the unknown and boldly embracing the possible. The world's great new frontier is upon us.